everybody, welcome back to Taz's Wig Closet at Wig Studio One, here to empower and inspire your wig journey. Today I have a very exciting video for you. As you know, Envy has expanded their color palette to include 12 new rooted colors. This is very exciting. We've been waiting for this from Envy for a long time. I have 6 of those colors to present to you today, so we're going to do a full guide as well as how to choose coming up. Of the 6 styles in these new colors today, 2 of them were sent to me by Wig Studio One so that I can present them to you in this review. The other 4 I purchased with my own funds from Wig Studio One. All of the links will be below in this video. So go below the video, locate the links so you can go out and take a look at all of the new rooted colors by Envy. We invite you to shop at Wig Studio One. If you have any questions for us, please reach out to support@wigstudio1.com. This new color expansion by Envy is going to be available on their 25 most popular styles. There's 12 new rooted colors. Among them are blondes going into maybe a light brown, a dark brown. There's a red in there and a silverish gray. So be sure to check those out. All of that information will be below. Now, I cannot possibly show you all of the colors today. So I selected 6 colors that I wanted to present and compare to you for you today. But be sure to subscribe to the Wig Studio One YouTube channel. All of these brand new colors will be covered by a variety of reviewers on that channel. You won't want to miss it. All of those links will also be below this video. So as I said, I have 6 of those brand new colors today. You'll see them on my ladies on the top shelf of my racks. Now they're situated a little bit differently, turned on their side so that you can really see the colors more easily. Now you might be thinking that they all look alike, and you would be absolutely right. I selected the Envy Dakota style for all 6 of these colors. And I did that on purpose because sometimes it's easier to see the differences among colors if it's on the same style, because sometimes the colors can change a little bit depending on that style. So all Dakota, which is probably my favorite Envy style out there. So I may just go down the line and introduce them to you and then examine them one by one. This one up here is their lightest and coolest rooted blonde. Now this is the platinum shadow. Next door is the Silky Beige, which is another light blonde, not quite as cool as the platinum shadow. Next to that is their Champagne shadow. Beautiful. Going on down the line in order from lightest to darkest, you've got the Butterscotch shadow. In the middle here, we have Sahara Blonde. And then we're going to end with the Dakota in the Golden Sandstone. Up until now, there was only one light blonde in their color palette, and it's what I'm wearing. It's the light blonde. And if I had to say, if this light blonde had a root, I probably would compare it most to the Silky Beige. We're going to take a look at that one. But if you've ever wished that the light blonde had a root, it would be the Silky Beige. Now the platinum shadow over here is a little bit lighter, brighter, and cooler than this. So here is the platinum shadow as it appears on Dakota. So just to run down the specs a little bit for Dakota. Dakota is a mid-length wavy style with some fringe. The fiber is really soft, dry, and feathery. So it just feels so light, like cotton candy. And it has a drier type baby fine fiber. All right, so let's get started. This is platinum shadow. Now this one is the lightest and coolest of the new blondes. It's basically a light cool platinum, bright cool platinum. And it has some very soft, watery beige notes to it. Nothing to warm it up. This is a very, very cool light tone. And it's just beautiful. There's no hint of any gold at all in this color, but yet it has some really nice dimension. So that keeps it neutral to cool, more cool than neutral, but it isn't blue based. So it's important to know that I don't see any gold and I don't see any blue in this. Now the root is a darker brown, okay? Especially next to this stark platinum, it is very dark. Now I feel like this really dark root, although beautiful, it does leave a little bit of a naughty effect at the lace front, okay? One thing they didn't do was to run the highlight right up to the lace front to help soften it. If you like colors like John Renault's Palm Springs Blonde, Henry Margou's 10613 GR, Ellen Villa's Pearl Blonde Rooted, I think you are absolutely going to love this. Okay, let's go ahead and put on the Silky Beige. So this is the Envy's Dakota and their new Silky Beige. Now Silky Beige also has a lot of platinum in it, and it's more neutral in tone than compared to the platinum shadow, and you'll see why. So we've got a lot of platinum in here, but we also have a little bit of a medium beige highlight or low light, however you want to look at it, mix. And that gives it just a little bit of warmth compared to that other platinum of the platinum shadow. And it warms it up just a tad. Now again, I'm not seeing any gold in this color. And the rooting is about the same on this one as it is on the platinum shadow, which is a medium brown. Next to the color though, it does look very stark. And I don't think that one, I think the knots might be a little bit finer on this one compared to the platinum shadow. So a beautiful platinum beige blend, more neutral and light. And if you really like colors like Raquel Welch's Shaded Biscuit, if you like the Butterbeer Blonde by Beltress, or even this new Sunlit Blonde by Aesthetica, I think you will absolutely adore this color. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the Champagne Shadow. Here is Champagne Shadow on Dakota by Envy. Gorgeous, gorgeous blonde. So I still consider this to be a light to medium blonde. So we're looking at like a soft, medium to dark gold blonde. And then that is heavily highlighted with platinum, and all of that on a medium chestnut brown root. There's a look at that lace. But wow, how striking, right? Now, Envy already has a sparkling champagne that is a rooted blonde. I don't have one here to compare. I think this really reminds me of the OG sparkling champagne, although maybe just a bit brighter with the highlight pattern. It's hard to put my finger on the differences without having a piece right here to show you. Now this one is a little bit more neutral leaning warm just because of some of the gold blonde, but that platinum really neutralizes it quite a bit and just makes it a beautiful dynamic medium highlighted blonde with a dark root. And this is where it gets a little tricky in trying to give you some ideas of what this color may remind you of and be a suitable substitute for. So if you like colors like John Renault's 12FS8 or 12FS12, I think you will really love this color, although based on my experience, this color seems to be a little bit lighter and brighter than those colors. And also that Aesthetica RH1488 RT8 might also be a nice sister color for this Champagne Shadow. Now we're going to move on to the warmest of all six, and that is the Butterscotch Shadow. So this is the Butterscotch Shadow. So Envy describes this as being a strong gold blonde, like a medium to dark strong gold blonde with some light gold blonde highlights and a medium brown root. So how I would describe this color to my own eye is like a dark gold blonde with some coppery blonde, some medium coppery blonde, which gives that butterscotch look. It's really a red-orange blend. And then we have on there some really light gold blonde highlighting. It's very, very dynamic, very spicy. And then all of that on a medium brown root as well. The knots are a little bit finer on that one. Oh, it's gorgeous. So normally I do not gravitate towards butterscotch as just a favorite of mine, but I gotta tell you, this is really pretty. Yes, it is very warm. So if you like colors like Belle Tress's Sugar Cookie with Hazelnut, if you like colors like Golden Russet by Raquel Welch, even the 27 T613 S8 Shaded Sun by John Renault, you may really enjoy this color. This also reminds me a lot of the Golden Nutmeg in the lineup for Envy already. Although it's a little more dynamic, it has a lot more blonde in it. It's a little brighter than that Golden Nutmeg. So it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, now we're gonna move on to Sahara Blonde. This is the Sahara Blonde, and Envy describes this as being a soft dark blonde with some gold blonde highlights. I think that is true. I feel like it's neutral leaning warm. And if I could take a combination of this one and the Champagne Shadow, I think I would get the perfect mix for that 12 FS8 or 12 FS12 by John Renault, because this one seems a little darker than those two. And this one seems a little lighter and brighter than those two, depending on the application. So that's where we're at with this color, just to give it a little bit of perspective. So this is not an overly warm color. I mean, I do see a lot of gold blonde notes in this, but it's not a bright gold nature. There's not a lot of intense yellows and things in it. There's no brassiness in it. Beautiful. And there's the lace front for the Sahara Blonde. The darker we get, the more that root tends to really transition nicely into the colors. But you just cannot beat the dimension that you get with a rooted color. Okay, we're gonna take a look at the last one today, and that is the Golden Sandstone. So here is the Golden Sandstone. Envy describes this as being a creamy beige blonde with a darker root. So I feel like this is a little more neutral compared to the Sahara Blonde, and also compared to the Butterscotch Shadow, of course. So I feel like this is a medium to dark, soft beige blonde. And then that's highlighted with some neutral blonde highlights, light neutral blonde highlights. All of that on a medium brown root. The lace front there. So if you like colors like Raquel Welch's Shaded Cappuccino, if you like Belle Tress's Brown Sugar Sweet Cream, if you like John Renault's 24BT18S8, this is not going to be the perfect match to that, but it's going to be the closest you're going to get to, among all of these, to those colors. This again is a little more neutral. So this is the Golden Sandstone. So what I'd like to do next is to show you a side-by-side complete turn for each one of these colors. And as I mentioned, if I can't pull this off in editing, I'll figure out something so that we can see them more or less side by side. I think that's important. I will also attempt to go out and do an outdoor look. Now there's still a lot of snow and mush and mud and yuck outside, so I think I'm going to do these outdoor spots, just kind of putting my head out into the outdoor light from the threshold of my back patio. At least they're all going to be in the same environment, so the lighting should be very, very similar on these. So this has been a look at 6 of the new 12 shadow colors by Envy in their color expansion over 25 popular styles. Again, if you have any questions for us, please reach out to support@wigstudio1.com, and don't forget to subscribe to the Wig Studio One YouTube channel, where you will find the other colors. We'll probably be posting those throughout the month.